All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 8.4 today, which is finding real zeros. Remember, zeros are another word for roots, solutions, x-intercepts. We're trying to figure out where the graph crosses the x-axis. That's what this is all about. Now, before we do that, we got to first figure out the possibilities where they cross, and then we'll figure out where they actually cross. So our first example here, we're just figuring out where they cross, or where they might cross, excuse me. So we can take the constant. Remember, constant is the number out of the end, 12. Leading coefficient is the number right here because it has the highest degree. Okay, so don't get confused on that. The next part, we're going to take all the different possibilities. So we're going to take 12 over -1. That's what all this says. We put our factors of our constant over factors of the leading coefficient. Factors of our constant, 12, are 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, and 12. Factors of -1 are just 1 and -1. Now the reason why it's plus or minus is because +4 and +3, or -4 and -3. So that's why we got all those. And the last thing, we reduce. So 4 over 1, 3 over 1, 2 over 1, 6 over 1, 1 over 1, 12 over 1. So our numbers don't really change here, but if this number was like a 2 or 4 or any other number, then we'd have to reduce and we get some fractions and other stuff like that. So we're going to show that here on example 2. So we take our factors of 6, so it's plus or minus 1, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, over plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. So then I want all the possibilities, so 1 over 1 is 1, 1 over 2 is 1/2. 6 over 1 is 6, 6 over 2 is 3. 2 over 1 is 2, 2 over 2 is 1, we already got that. 3 over 1 is 3, last one, 3 over 2 is 3/2. So those are our possibilities. So that's the first step. Now the second step is actually figuring out what they are. So now we're going to go to a new one. So figure out the possibilities. So we got 6, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, so then our factors on here are just plus or minus 1. So, you know, we got a lot of possibilities here. It could be 6, 3, 2, 1, or -6, -3, -2, -1. So we have 8. I don't want to take all 8 of them and guess and check and do all that stuff. So let's try 1. We're going to use the remainder theorem. So remember, remainder says if we take f of 1 and it gives us 0, then I have a factor. And I would be able to do synthetic division and just kind of show you what's going on there. So we have 4 and then 1 squared plus 1 plus 6. So I get 1 minus 4 plus 1 plus 6. That doesn't equal 0. So that means x minus 1 as a factor is out. So let's try x plus 1. So I'd be plugging -1 in. Do all that, do all our PEMDAS, be sure you do it correctly. So I get -1, it's +4, -1. Oh, sorry, that's -4, not bad. And +6, sure enough, it equals 0. So that means -1 is the answer. So I'm going to put -1. And then we got our coefficient. Now we're going to do synthetic division and figure out actually what our numbers are. So I bring down 1. Remember, I should get 0 over here. So I get -1, that gives me -5, that gives me 5, and that gives me 6, -6, sure enough. So then I have x squared, -5x, and plus 6. And I can factor that. 2x minus 3, x minus 2. Don't forget about our x plus 1. So my factors are x plus 1, x minus 3, and x minus 2. So my solution, zeros, x-intercepts, whatever, is -1, 2, and 3. All right, try this one on your own, and then I'll flash up the answer and we can talk about what it is, okay? Here's your chance to pause it. All right, so our possibilities are plus or minus 8 and 1, 2 and 4 all over 1, okay? So I'm going to tell you that 1 and -1 for sure work, and 2 and -2 work as well. So what I did first is I tried 1. I'm sorry, not negative, not positive. -4, my bad. Anyway, so try 1 first. Just try plugging in 1. So I plug in 1. It gives me the remainder. or 0, so then I can use this. So 1, 6, 7, negative 6, negative 8. Bring down 1, gives me 1, 7, 14, 14, 8, 8, and then I get my 0 because negative 8, positive 8. So that means that my answer is going to be x cubed plus 7x squared plus 14x plus 8. Now, unfortunately, we can't factor that, so we got to go again. Now I'm just going to try a negative one. Remember, I know the answer, but just try the easy ones first. So we're trying with this now. 1, 7, 14, and 8. I bring down my 1. Get negative 1. That gives me 6. Hold on. That's something wrong. Yeah. Okay, the other 8, negative 8, and 0. So then I have x squared plus 6x plus 8. And now I can factor this to x plus 4, x plus 2. So I got 1, negative 1, negative 4, and negative 2. All right? Good luck. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.